Hi everyone. So in this video we are going to solve again another problem. So the problem statement is you're given an array of integers. Write a program to find the largest sum of non-adjacent element. The array may contain both positive and negative numbers. You need to find the maximum sum you can obtain by adding non-adjacent elements of the array. So what is non-adjacent? Non-adjacent elements are nothing but the numbers which are chosen and cannot be chosen by its left side number and right side number. Suppose if we have chosen 3, so we cannot choose 2, we can choose 5. And if we have chosen 5, so we cannot choose this right side number which is 10, we can choose 7. So it will be 3, 5, 7 which is equal to 15. So 10 and 7s are adjacent because it is together comes here. So we cannot take 10 here. Same as we can take 2 here, but we cannot take 3, 5 because it is coming together. So we can take 2 and 10. We cannot take again 7 here. So what will be the answer of 2 plus 10, which will be 12? Again, we can go through 5. We cannot take 2, 10. So we can take 3, 5, 7. If we are taking 10, then we can go back. Only we can take 2. We cannot take the numbers which are aligned and together. It's left side and right side. So we'll sum up all the non-adjacent number and find out that which one is bigger. Suppose we have added 3, 5, 7 which is 15, and we have also added 2 plus 10 which is 12. So which one is bigger? 15 of course. So we want to print that 15 number. We also have to make sure that our program works all for the positive and negative numbers, and also we can handle that if array has no elements or only one element. So what should it be print? So let's start. We can take the input first. A is the our array which we are going to store array in A. Now in the step 1 we will check that if that array length is 0 or 1. If length of array is equal to 0, then we should print 0. Else if that length of array has only one element, so we want to print that same element, the first element which occurs in that array. Now else if it does not have 0 elements or 1 elements, it's a proper array which has multiple elements. So for this question we are using the dynamic programming approach, where we will check all the elements, we will go through all the elements, but also we have to make sure that its right side and left side elements are not taken. So which is called dynamic programming, where we can break our solution into very small chunks and solve the questions and make sure that each and every elements are being seen, being counted, and being calculated. So before we begin to our dynamic programming code, we have to make two variables where we are storing. The one will be the excluded, which can I'm storing here the first element of the array. Why we are doing this? That we will make sure that it will store the excluded value without current value. Excluded the current value, we want to store in excluded value. Included value will be the max of the first element and the second element. Whichever is the largest among these two, we are going to store it in included. Now, as if we have already taken the first element and the second element, our loop should go through the third element. Now we'll check that I should be less than the length of array. Now here we will create one new value inside our loop which will update again and again and store the maximum value in new variable, which is our temp value. I can say in temp I am storing the max of include or excluded plus the current element or just current element. So how this works, the temp value. Included, it takes the current value as well, and excluded, which does not take the previous value. Included means it will not take previous value but the current value. And A of index I, which is only the current value, the value which is the current. So we have to check that among three of them, which one is bigger. So we'll find out by the max method here, and we'll store it in temp variable. Sorry. Now we'll change our excluded to included value. So now our excluded will be update here. We are storing the included value which we have reassigned it the bigger one from these two, and this will store in excluded. And now our included is empty, so we will update it as it temp. We'll store temp in included. All the max number will come in our included. Now I should increase by 1. Now we want to print the exclusively in the max sum which we stored in included, because only in included we are checking. In temp we are storing the max numbers of these three, and that temp is storing our included, so that included should be printed. So let's check if our answer is correct or wrong. The file name of is non adjacent. Okay, we need to change the directory. We are in JS directory. Now we'll run our code. Okay, so I just need to change the directory here. Let's check our answer now. First we need to put the input. Let's suppose I have given 5, 5, 1, 1. So what should be the answer? If we are taking 5, so we can't take this 5 unless it is bigger than our previous element. As we can see that both are equal, so we can go from the first element 5, and we are skipping this element and going to this 1, which is 5 plus 1, which is 5 plus 1, which will be the 6, and our answer should be 6, because we can't take this last one element. Let's check if it is 6 or not. Yes, you can see our code is working fine. Let's give another input. Suppose we have given 3, 5, 3, 2, 5, 10, 7. So how this should work? If we are taking 3, so in excluded we are taking 3, we are storing 3 here, and included, so we are going to check that first element and second element, which one is bigger among them. So we can see that first element is bigger, so including also we are storing the 3, and we are running loop from I from 2, which will be the third index. And let's check. Now we are checking in the temp that which one will be the bigger. Included, which is 3. Now excluded was the 3 plus current element, which was 3 plus 9. Sorry, so the second we are taking 5 there, because in second element the 5 is there, so this will be the 5, and current element which was 5 only. So we can see that in excluded already we had 3 plus 5 will be the 8, and so among three of them we can see that 8 is the bigger one, so we are storing 8 in temp, and we are checking excluded. We are updating our excluded to included. Included was 3, so we are storing 3 in excluded, and storing temp, which was 8 in included. Now I will increase, so it will be 3. So in in fourth index, or we can say the third index, which will be the temp. So we are checking which one is the bigger. Included is the 10, so 8. Excluded is 3 plus 10, which will be the 30, and the current element is 10th. Which one will be the bigger one? So which is 13, and we are storing that 30 into excluded, and sorry, the eighth one will store in excluded, and in included we are storing our 13 value, which we store in temp. Again, last element 7. In temp, we are again checking which one is bigger. Included was our 13. Excluded is current element, which were in excluded we had 8, so 8 plus 7 we had 15, and the current element is 7. So which one is the bigger? Which is 15. So let's see, 15 is in included. Excluded we stored our included, which was 13, and included we are going to store here 10, which was 15, and we are going to increase the I. So we'll run again and check that if that number is greater than length of array or not. So we have already come into the last element, so it can't go inside the loop, and we will print included. In included we had 15 number for non-adjacent sum, so we are going to have 15 numbers. So let's check if that number is coming or not. Correct. So and the program is working very fine. I have also showed with the examples and the dry run. So yes, this was the solution, and our program is working very fine. I have used here the dynamic programming approach, where each elements are we are going through the each elements and checking dynamically that which one will be the bigger, and we'll make sure that no element is left out. Without checking each element, we are not going to further, and we are also not checking here with method. We are not using any methods here. Thank you.